Well, that wasn't the cleanest take, but hi friends. Today I'm going to show you how to play Mood for a Day from the Fragile album, one of Steve Howe's remarkable compositions. I'm going to show you how it was played on the original record. He has changed this at various times through the years, and he's a great improviser, so I think a lot of times he's just kind of winging it with this. But I'm going to show you once again exactly how it was played on the record. Now I might change the fingerings that he uses because he has these gigantic hands and fingers, and my hands are quite small, so it's easier for me to reach some things, but I'll try where I can to show you how he fingers things too, to maybe it's easier for you. But the song opens on, the opening motif is going to be centered around G and F sharp. All right, so we start with the bar chords, and then we tap the body of the guitar in between the chords. You can tap it with a finger, or I'm trying to not use my nails. Trying not to do that. I'm trying to hit with the pads of my fingers. A lot of times he does a finger roll. I'm not sure he does it that first time, but he does it in the middle of the song. Start with your index finger and roll all your fingers out. All right. I don't think he does it the first time, so ignore that. All right, so we get to that opening motif, to the B minor chord. Now, I've watched him when he's playing this on YouTube. He uses his thumb to play all these notes. All right, so it starts on the D string, goes up to the G string here, open B, up the B string, and then just roll your finger to catch the E string on the 3rd fret before going to the B minor. So that's how he fingers it. Now I prefer to play it like this, using the open G string. Instead of doing that, I use the open G. That works better for me than doing it that way, but I'll just show you both ways. And then he kind of uses his thumb and index finger to strum that. And then we play the open A string for a bass note. We let it ring open. We're playing this on the B string on the 2nd fret, up to the open E string, and then we do a fast hammer-on pull-off on the B string. Now, if you've seen him play on this YouTube, once again, I don't think he does the hammer-on pull-off. I think he goes... All right, so if that's maybe how he's demonstrating it, but that's not how he played it on the original recording. He did a fast hammer-on pull-off. All right, now we're going to a G shape. We're just playing 2 strings, and he uses his index finger alone to play all the melody notes. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I use my middle finger. I'm not trained as with classical technique, so I don't know if that's the proper or the most efficient way to do it, but it's the way that he does it, and the way I do it is using one finger to play all the melody notes. All All right, so we're playing this 3rd fret, E string, low E string, 3rd fret, B string, and we're walking down on the B string. Now we play the E string and the B string on the 2nd fret and go back up those notes. And then we come down. We're playing the B string once again on the 3rd fret. We're playing the A string on the 2nd fret. And this is how I find it easiest to finger it. I'm using my index finger to play the low string, using my middle finger to play the B string, and then I just lift it off and I've already got this barred across here. And then when I'm transitioning, I play the open B to come down. Now I've got the A string on the 1st fret and I've got the B string on the 2nd fret. That open B string gives me time to move the shape down. All right, so, and then we're back to that opening run again. All right, this is all a hammer-on pull-off. So he's starting on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and coming down and ending on the open E string. Those notes. And then he repeats that hammer-on pull-off below. So he's letting the open A string ring for a bass. All right. And then just repeat that phrase. I guess that's using your pinky probably is the best way to get between these two. All right, and then we come up the same notes again. Open B, 2nd fret, G string here, open B, open G, 3rd fret, 4th fret on the D string, open G, 2nd fret to 4th fret on the D string, and then open D, 2nd fret, 4th fret on the A string, open D, now this is kind of weird. He's playing the E string on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret. He's playing the A string on the 1st fret, and then on the 2nd fret. I have to do the whole thing in context. I think he does that about 4 times. It doesn't really matter how many times you do it. And then he just gets into a hammer-on pull-off, just using the hammer-ons. He's not picking this with his right hand. So starting on the 2nd fret, going to the 3rd fret, pulling off to the open E, open. And then at some point, just end it on the 2nd fret. Doesn't matter how many times you do that. Now we're going to play the D string, open D string for a bass, playing the B string on the 3rd fret. I like to do a pull off there. So we're playing G string on the 2nd fret, pulling off to the 1st fret, and then ending on the D string on the 4th fret. Put an E, open E string in the bass, do the same melody. Now we're coming to a G shape, so we're playing the G in the bass and the B string here on the 3rd fret. Open D, and then back to the G string on the 2nd fret. Alright. Now he comes up on, when he's demonstrating this, he plays this interval way up here for some reason. I don't know why he does that. It's much easier to play it here. So you're playing really the major third out of a G chord. So 5th fret, 4th fret on the G string. And then coming down those notes on the G string, and then on the D string, and then just go right back up that scale. And then you're going to do fast hammer-on pull-offs on the G string and D string. And once again, when you see him demonstrating this, he just does simple pull-offs. He doesn't do the hammer-on part, but on the record, he did hammer-on pull-offs. All right, let's go over that part. And then we're going to arpeggio a B minor chord. Now we come down and we play the A string on the 1st fret, and we're playing the B string on the 3rd fret. First fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the G string, walk down on the G string to there, and then play the open D. Whoops. And then you're going to play the open D, and then you're going to play the major interval out of a C chord. And then you're going to play the open D again. And then you're just going to move up one fret on the A string. All right, so let's go over that whole part again. Now we're going to play the same motif, except we're going to strum the full chord more or less now. So we play the D chord like this, and you're playing the same melody. Now we're going to an E7 chord, same melody, and then play the G, go but we're playing it with the B string fretted on the 3rd fret. This time we kind of end on a D shape. We play the same interval here, and then he does a pull off down. Instead of just doing those 2 notes, he adds an extra note. Before going to that same hammer-on pull-off. So the second time around it's the chords. Same thing here. All right. Now we get that kind of fast lick coming down the scale. All right, I'll play that really slow. You're going to finish on a low E string on the 2nd fret. He actually plays that 1 note faster. But I would just play them all at even tempo. All right. That's going to transition us into the next motif. All right. All right, so now we're starting on the E string, 2nd fret. And we're going to play the E string on the 5th fret. And we're going to play the D string on the 2nd fret. And then we're playing the open D string and playing that melody on top. Play the A string open on the bass and the B string here on the 2nd fret. And coming back up. And you see, we're just playing that same motif that we played earlier. So we've already played that part of it. The only thing we've added is this new part up top here at the start. All right, and the second time we do it, we go same thing. But we keep going this time. We don't stop on that. We come up and we play the D string on the 4th fret. We're playing the same melody on the B string. Now we move, do the D string down to the 2nd fret. Now we're just moving the bass kind of up. Now we're playing this major interval, 3rd interval out of the G chord once again. And then moving it down. And then he gets into that little finger roll thing. And I'm going to show you how I do that, how he does it. I can't do it how he does it, but I've got a way that I take care of it, sort of. All right, let's just start that part at the beginning. I forgot to tell you that he hits that 4th fret on the D string, transitioning back between the motif. So when he's doing that finger roll, he's got the B string and the G string fretted on the 3rd fret and the E string open. And he rolls his fingers index, middle, ring. Which I can't do. I just, I don't know, unable to do that. So my fix, solution to that is I do this technique where I go down with my thumbnail and then I come back with my index finger. And if you build up the speed with that, it kind of sounds like you're doing a fast arpeggio, which is sort of what he's doing with his fingers. And he finishes that by playing the bass note on the E string on the 2nd fret. So I guess it's kind of like a, I don't know what it is actually, F sharp, flat 5 or something, I don't know. But do it either way that you feel like you can do it the best. His finger roll, or it works. All right. And then he comes back up. Comes up, he plays the open D. Now he's moved up to the 7th fret with the E string. Then he comes all the way up to the 12th fret on the E string and goes down to the 9th fret on the low E string. High E string 12th, low E string on the 9th. And then he does on the 10th fret to the 9th, kind of a quick, comes up to the, plays the D string open, comes up to the 14th fret on the E string. Now here's where I do the fingering a little bit different. Just coming down those notes on the E string. But this is going to be in the bass. Now he plays it like this because he's got giant hands once again. So he plays the D string here and the high E string here. And you're going to move the bass string up 1 fret on the D string. But my hands, with my little hands, I find it easier to, instead of play it like this, play the bass note on the A string and then come down those notes. Now we're playing the E string on the high E string on the 9th fret and the D string on the 7th fret. Play those notes, landing on the B string here, and then do the same thing 2 frets down. So if we go over that, pardon me while I get in tune. All right, so now we're going to play the D string open for a bass note, and we're playing the A string on the 5th fret, and we're going to do a pull off, a chromatic pull off down those notes, and then we're going to do a grace note pull off. So you pluck the E string on the 2nd fret here, and then you do a sort of a pronounced pull off. I rotate my fingers down to pull off. And then we're going to play the B string on the 3rd fret, kind of playing a D chord. Come down to the G string here, back on the B string here, so it's do the same thing, except now play the open G string for a bass. Same chromatic pull off. Same grace note. And then we're doing that on the B and G string. So it's the first part is repeat. And then we go back into the F, and then we go back into the F sharp bar chord. And then we do the finger roll. All right. And then we just repeat that opening part. Once again, all pull-offs. Now this time we add one more of these. We're playing the open A string for a bass, starting on the E string here. And then we play the open G string for a bass note, and the E string here. Play all those notes on the E string. Open. And then finish that same motif, all right? So instead of just doing it twice, and then we just transition by playing the 4th fret on the D string and going back into that other motif. Same thing. Keep screwing that up. And then the last time we do the chromatic pull off with the G string open. And then do a pull off on the B string. Pull off on the G string. Pull off on the D string. A string there. Open D. G string 2nd fret. And then we're ending with the B string on the 3rd fret, and then we very quietly play the E string on the 2nd fret. You know, so you're ending on a D chord with a 3rd in the bass, basically. All right, that's Mood for a Day. I hope it's a great solo guitar piece, really fun to play. So I hope you have a good time with that, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.